Welcome to a brand new video here on the GShow Productions YouTube channel. I'm your boy Graeme, the GShow Forsyth, back here with the Christmas sweater on as this video being released on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day being tomorrow. Can't wait for it. It's going to be a lot of fun to, spend time with my family, open gifts from them, as well as giving gifts to them as well, enjoying some great Christmas dinner along the way. So yeah, leave your plans for Christmas, I guess, if you guys want to, in the comments below. Always fun to hear and see what people do for the holiday, how they celebrate it, because everyone celebrates it a bit differently, right? But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Justin Herbert, what makes him so good, breaking down some film along the way. And yeah, he's been phenomenal for the Chargers down the stretch. I'd say he's going to be the biggest reason of why this team makes the playoffs if they do so. They're sitting pretty right now, 6th seed in the AFC, second wild card, and yeah, they got a pretty favorable schedule to end off the season. But without further ado, let's get into it. What makes Justin Herbert as special as he is. The NFL continues to evolve as time goes along, and that's like any sport, and you're probably looking at me and thinking, well, GShow, hasn't every sport evolved? And that's true, but in terms of the NFL, I think that when you take a look at a position like the tight end, which has evolved so much, to the way today's athlete is built, I think we're seeing some of the most skill we've ever seen on display in the game, on the field, on a weekly basis before our very own eyes. And in my opinion, there's no position that has quite evolved like the quarterback position. You take a look at the QBs today, they bring so much skill to the table, from the big arms to the mobility, the dual threat ability. The QB is no doubt chock full of talent. And when I think of the best QBs in the NFL today, it's Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow, and then guys like Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, although I don't think they are on the level of the three I just mentioned, are also special talents as well. But there's another QB who, of course, is the topic of today's video, the subject of today's video, who's a gifted thrower of the football and continues to elevate his game as time has gone along, and that's Justin Herbert. And yes, team success-wise, he doesn't have what the 5 QBs I just listed have, and that's making the playoffs. But despite that stat, I'd argue that only in his 3rd season, while he's still young, with the elite skill set he has and the progression he's had throughout his first 2 years up until this year, it's only a matter of time before Herbert makes his playoff debut, and he could very well be doing that this season. Chargers, of course, sit at a 8-6 record right now through the 14 games they've played, and they have the Colts this Monday night, the Rams next week, and they'll be at Denver to close off their season. So 3 teams with losing records that have been struggling, especially as the season has gone along, that I think Justin Herbert and the Chargers, if they bring their A game, can win all 3 of those games with some ease. And when you look at Herbert this season, he's thrown for over 4,000 passing yards at 4,019. He has 21 TDs, 9 interceptions, a 67.5% completion percentage on 603 passing attempts, where he's completed 407 of those, and he's second in the league in passing yards per game average. And for Herbert, yes, he won't have as many touchdowns this season as he did last year, where he threw 38, but in terms of his interceptions, he threw 15 last year. He's cut that down by 6 so far this year, as he sits at, of course, the number of 9. And, I think for Herbert, yes, he does get too much praise from some. There's some thinking he's on the level of Patrick Mahomes, which I don't think he is. But in terms of his talent, he's in the category of a franchise QB, an elite franchise QB in today's NFL, and he runs the offense really well in LA. He has that elite arm talent. He has amazing pocket presence, and he steps up in those clutch moments. Talk about how he runs this offense really well in LA. There's a lot of checkdowns in their passing game, but Herbert takes what's there and delivers at a high level. We'll see on this first play. It's play action, rolls out, completes a pass to King for a first down, getting positive yards, and just knowing that he has a skilled player in an offense like this, like Austin Eckler, that can take in dump passes and turn them into positive gains. Herbert really quick with his delivery as well, knowing the timing on these plays, another positive gain there for a first down by King. And yeah, for Herbert, also just his ability to withstand the pressure coming to him in the pocket, delivering, making a nice throw quickly there to Mike Williams. And, speaking of his arm talent, this is a guy with a phenomenal arm. He's got a fantastic deep ball. And, this is a guy that can put some touch on the ball, pass it right where it needs to be. This is a player that rolling out, really good at throwing the ball and locating his receiver at a high level there in Mike Williams in that game against the Miami Dolphins. And the ability to fit throws in to tight windows like on this play. There looks like there's not much space to get a ball in there, but he does along the sideline to Keenan Allen, who's such a talented receiver in his own right. But he has a great deep ball. He can throw a perfect deep ball. He can throw it so accurately right here going over the top to Mike Williams in the game against the Dolphins from 2 weeks ago. And he also displayed this throughout his career numerous times before, and I think this play right here against the Giants is just one of those great examples where he rolls outside in the pocket, finds his man, delivers at a high level to Guyton, putting it past two Giants defenders, and all Guyton has to do is continue to track down this ball, which he does. Justin Herbert has proven so far throughout his NFL career that he has one of the best arms in the league and one of the best deep balls at that. Thing of beauty there to Guyton against the Giants last season. Herbert's pocket presence is at an elite level as well, and he's a guy that can feel the pressure of defenses, be aware of them even when he's not even looking at these defenders when they're behind him. Like on this play against the Miami Dolphins from Sunday Night Football 2 weeks ago, Herbert drops back, ends up stepping up in the pocket, looks like he's going to throw, but then holds for just a second before finding Austin Eckler, and that good ability of him to hold, just feeling the pressure there. Fantastic next level stuff there from Herbert on that play. And the footwork, the ability to evade defenders, being shifty in the pocket has been on display this season, no doubt about it. Nice completion there to Keenan Allen, and yeah, I mean, just the creativity on the run as well. A nice shovel pass to end up getting positive gains, taking that check down there on that crossing route, coming across, and yeah, I mean, just the ability to get out of the pocket, going through defenders and making throws along the sideline, paired with his ability, to step up and also run for positive gains is just so good from Justin Herbert. And he's got that pocket presence, that mobility, paired with that arm talent that makes for a threat, a nightmare for defenses to prepare for on a night in, night out basis, a week in, week out basis in the NFL. But what makes the great QBs in the NFL so special throughout the course of time? It's their ability to lead their teams down the field on game-winning drives, and Herbert has been no stranger to that stat this season. 5th most game-winning drives out of any QB in the NFL, tied 2nd in the league. And this is a player that last week against the Tennessee Titans really stepped up and made some big plays, man. I mean, taking a look at this one on the eventual game-winning drive where they ended up putting up a field goal with 43 seconds left, Herbert drops back, good protection, surveying his options before firing it along to the sideline to a receiver. He gets out of bounds, and I think this play right here was even bigger from Justin Herbert with 32 seconds left in the game. He drops back, good footwork, evades the pressure, gets by the defender, and fires an absolute dime along the sidelines to his receiver in Mike Williams, and that leads to the game-winning field goal. That is next-level stuff from Justin Herbert. He just is cool and calm under pressure, and I mean, with him showcasing that this season, I mean, it's a big reason why the Chargers are at where they're at with his 5 game-winning drives, 8-6 on the season. He's playing as one of the best QBs in the NFL today, and I think it would be a treat to see Justin Herbert play in the first round of the playoffs in the wild card coming up, even if he loses, because you could be sure, you could bet your money on big plays like this, like you just saw against the Tennessee Titans happening in a playoff game, I would think. Well, that's going to do it for this video on Justin Herbert. If you guys did enjoy this video that I did on him, be sure to leave it a like, consider doing that, as well as consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads to the channel like this. But yeah, Justin Herbert playing at a high level, playing as one of the best QBs in the NFL right now. Where would you rank him among the best QBs in the NFL currently playing? And if the Chargers do make the playoffs, how excited would you be to see Justin Herbert suit up in his playoff debut? Leave your thoughts in the comments about those questions. But yeah, until next time, folks, for another YouTube video here on GShow Productions, I've been your boy, Graeme the GShow Forsyth, and I'm giving you the salute, peacing out, and saying so long. Take care, everybody.